Today's reading is from Franz Kafka's The Blue Octavo Notebooks. This is from the fourth notebook. It's entitled The Brotherhood of Poor Workers. Obligations: to possess no money, no valuables, and not to accept any. Only the following possessions are permitted: the most simple dress, to be defined in detail, whatever is necessary for work, books, food for one's own consumption. Everything else belongs to the poor. To get one's living only by working for it, not to shrink from any work that one's strength suffices to perform without damaging one's health. Either to choose to work oneself, or, in the event of this not being possible, to fall in with the arrangements made by the Labor Council, which is responsible to the government. To work for no wages other than what is necessary to support life, to be defined in detail according to the various districts, for 2 days. Life to be of the utmost moderation. To eat only what is absolutely necessary, for instance as a minimum wage, which is in certain sense also a maximum wage. Bread, water, dates. Food as eaten by the poorest of the poor. Shelter like that of the poorest of the poor. The relationship to the employer to be treated as a relation of mutual trust. The intervention of the courts never to be invoked. Each job taken on to be completed, in all circumstances, except for grave reasons of health. Rights: a maximum working time 6 hours, for manual work 4 to 5 hours. In sickness and in the incapacity of old age, reception into institutions for the aged and into hospitals, these run by the state. Working life as a matter of conscience and a matter of faith in one's fellow men. Inherited possessions to be presented to the state for the erection of hospitals and homes. Provisionally, at least, exclusion of independent persons, married persons, and women. Council, grave duty, negotiates with the government. Also in capitalist enterprises. In places where one can help, in abandoned districts, almshouses, as teacher. 500 men upper limit. 1 trial a year. This is another passage from Kafka, also the fourth notebook, just immediately following this. Everything fell in with his intention and contributed to the building. Foreign workers brought the blocks of marble, already hewn and ready to be fitted together. In accordance with the indications given by his moving fingers, the blocks rose up and shifted into place. No building ever rose into being as easily as this temple did, or rather, this temple came into being in the true manner of temples. Only on every block, from what quarry did they come, there were clumsy scribblings by senseless childish hands, or rather, entries made by barbaric mountain dwellers in order to annoy or to deface or to destroy completely, scratched into the stone with instruments that were obviously magnificently sharp, intended to endure for an eternity that would outlast the temple. Upstream towards the wandering water, clumps of birches, the teacher's voice suddenly raised, murmuring of the children, sun fading red, abandoning itself, overawed. Stove door slamming. Coffee is being made. We sit leaning on the table, waiting. Thin little saplings on one side of the road. Month of March. What more do you want? We arise out of the graves and want to go roaming through this world too. We have no definite plan.